Hmm?
Apparently, I don't need to leave.
Hello. Can y'all hear the music?
We live.
Mm-hmm. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. Tell a friend, tell a friend. And then cheers, y'all.
Hey, Jalen.
Hello, Lorenzo. Hi, Jalen.
Hi, Lorenzo. Lorenzo, I can't wait to finally meet you in
Hey, Thundercat.
Hi, Cat. Hi, baby. There's my girl.
Hey, Facebook user. I think is that going to be Moses, Facebook user? Is that Moses?
It's either Moses, Mark, or Latin.
We got our options.
I haven't checked yet.
We got options. We got options. Okay, what's going on?
Oh, it's a mon. I'm mon.
No, I'm on. Where is?
Love you too. Yes, you need to get your sleep. You get up early in the morning.
I didn't get the notification. Okay, there we go. I see it now.
The notification of what?
It's all good. Hello, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Join us live on all of our platforms.
Yes, ma'am. I already know. Hey, Ralph.
Hey, Ralph. He's trying to invite someone. What do you need to do? Physical and everybody going so fast. Well, all right. That was definitely for you.
Thank you.
Again,
Lorenzo.
This week, another daddy's home this week.
Who said you was daddy?
I think that was my question. Let him have his moment.
He needs to buy his ticket. That's his moment.
That's his moment. The gauntlet has gone down. The gauntlet has gone down.
Oh, it's about me today. It's about Mistress.
She said what she said.
Today, so it's on it.
Carl McKenzie, how you doing? You peeking? You just peeking, Carl?
Hi, Carl.
Come on in, everybody. Come on in. We got a hot topic tonight. Yes,
well, how do you peek it through?
Hi, Kelly. Hey, Kelly.
good. Don't mind me. You just watching? Okay. We like to be watching.
I know, right? Thunder.
Few warriors, few exhibitionists up in here tonight. Yes. Hey guys, I need to blink my camera for a second. I'm not.
All eyes on me tonight, huh, Thundercat?
Trying to figure out how I do it.
Okay.
How do I step away? I want to
camera
blink
down
my
at the
camera.
bottom.
Hey, gorgeous. Lady, be your gorgeous self.
Yeah.
What are you trying to?
That was it. Okay. I'm not ready yet, but I will. I will have to do that. All right, you guys. Welcome to another marvelous Monday. Another marvelous. Don't tell them what you're doing. Hold up. Marvelous Monday here tonight on Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. I am Ms. JewCee, and of course, I could not do this show without my beautiful, melanated, vivacious, simply stunning queens, Miss Siren and Miss Purple Rain. Give it up for my ladies. Yay! Hello, beauties. Hello.
Hey, you gorgeous miss over there too.
Thank you. I'm feeling so much better. I am. I did a staycation. I loved it. I did a staycation. It was less than 24 hours, but that was okay. It was okay.
It was for you. That's all that matters.
It was wonderful. I stayed at the Hampton in Beechwood. I went to Cooper's Hawk, had 2 glasses of wine, figured out I should have just bought the damn bottle for as much as I paid for glasses of wine. But anyway, duly noted for the next time. And then I had bruschetta, and it was so good. And I had this Parmesan crusted shrimp with spaghetti, with the angel hair spaghetti, and it was so I was stuffed. Mm-hmm. It was fabulous. Very good. Who's saying hey to me? Put your name on there, because I just have Facebook user.
I'm trying to find it out. I'm trying to put it. I don't know why it does that from your.
Why
did you say you had some pig feet?
Who said pig feet? I didn't hear pig feet. Where'd that come from?
I don't know.
Pig feet. Okay, y'all need to listen.
Ralph asked that
I said shrimp, dear. Shrimp. I don't eat pork or beef or chicken or turkey. I eat seafood. Shrimp. Stay with me. So,
you know what? And the whole Cooper Hawk thing is, as long as I have been from Chicago, I've never been to Cooper's Hawk. I've only had their wine.
Their wine is their food is really good.
With you, I have a whole membership. I need to go pick up about it.
Well, they don't have Cooper Hawk out here on the West Coast, so I'm kind of stuck.
House of Raw is in the house.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi, Master Raw.
We got all our kinky friends. All our kinky friends showed up tonight. Nasty so-and-sos. Love y'all.
But ain't we all nasty so-and-sos?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a smidge.
They love us all.
Ladies, I'm going to tear away. I'm going to tear away for a second. But Siren, how was your week? How was your week?
My week was busy. And in a great way. So, of course, the whole work week thing. We do what we got to do during the week. But this weekend, I got to be on set. Both days, I played second AD, so second assistant director. And I always have a blast when I'm on set. Thank you to Mr. Wesley Pate Jr. For having me and hiring me to be there. Thank you to Adonis and Omar, you guys were absolutely freaking amazing. To Shalon, to Fedora, to Nikki. I absolutely adore you guys. Meech and the gang for one shooters. I love you guys. Like for real, I had so much freaking fun this weekend, and I didn't even have to be on camera. That's the greatest thing in the world to me. So yeah, and I'm just waiting for Friday so that I can have not Friday, but Saturday, so I can have a day where I don't even have to get out the bed if I don't want to, because it's been a very every single day, no break, no nut. So yeah, and after this, I'm going to bed. What about you, Miss Purple Rain?
So my
Hey,
week has
gorgeous woman below
been
me.
a week, but
I said, gorgeous woman below me.
what did you say?
I called you a gorgeous woman.
I know, right? So I know I got it now, but it's hey Ralph. I had a movie audition on Saturday.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
It's a little delayed.
Oh, okay. I had a movie audition on Saturday. I had a play audition on Sunday. I'm
I
just,
love this.
getting my life the way I want it. And I had rehearsal with the gospel choir that I sing with because we go into the studio on Saturday. So yeah.
Get it,
No, I'm on my
girl.
show.
I love it. I'm loving all of
I'm
this.
on my show.
I didn't find out about it until this 22nd Purple Rain. So I think Ralph is saying something to you. And she's back.
What, Ralph?
I heard everything. I had to get something to eat.
She went and got food.
Y'all. Right.
Yeah, I ate.
JewCee, question. I'm trying to figure out who some of these people are. I'm trying to read some of these messages and figure out who they are. What all are you broadcasting on? On Facebook.
Remember.
What?
I can't remember.
I checked
We're just gonna keep moving.
I checked your personal page.
It's okay.
It's okay. We're gonna keep going.
We're just gonna keep going. And if you all come up Facebook, if y'all come up Facebook user, please put your name in, please. Thank you very much. If you don't see your name on the screen, thank you. Let's get to our topic, because that's what I went and I got my.
Thank you. I've been excited about this since you sent them. Like, she was like,
are we not
real structure with her shit. I was sitting there like, damn.
Not doing football first. No scores tonight.
Okay, let me do. Yeah, I'm ready with football. Here we go. We got a couple scores. We all in the playoffs and everything, guys. Here we are. Ravens beat the Texans 34-10. Yay. Even though I don't like Baltimore, I don't like the Texans either. Then we had the Packers and the 49ers. 49ers beat the Packers 24-21. And we have the Buccaneers and the Lions, who I am pulling for the Lions. The Buccaneers got beat. Yay!
Yes.
The Lions won 31-23.
We watched that one on
and the Chiefs beat the Bills. I was hoping the Bills was going to hang in there, but they did not. And lost 27-24. And those
Patrick Mahomes trying to get back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I need him to sit his
ass down. I don't either. That's why his name is Mahomes. The quarterbacks I don't like, I come up with a nickname.
The only one I'm cheering for on their team, because he is Tiger Nation. He went to Cleveland Heights High like I did. It's Mr. Kelsey. And that'd be about it.
Who?
Oh, I heard all of that, but okay.
So, just because y'all keep asking, I'm going to get to the topic.
There is no topic. Just kidding. Y'all
As
don't read
y'all
the damn
know,
flyers. They just look at the picture.
as y'all know, every week on this show, we rotate who leads. So tonight is my night. Purple Rain. I'm here for it. Your resident kink professional as well as intimacy coach. I want to start this by saying that I have a 3-part series, and tonight is part 1 because I feel like basic definitions and conversations about certain parts about BDSM need to be talked about before I bring my 2 guests on in my subsequent weeks in February and March. So in this 3-part series, we're going to delve into BDSM 101. What is leather culture? It's going to be part 2. And the power of submission is going to be part 3.
Oh, I'm excited.
So from now until March, I need y'all to take notes, and give me y'all's perspective and your feelings of what you think our community is and what it represents to you. So without further ado, we're going to start with part 1. And it's going to be a lot of definitions. So for my kinksters that are on here, please feel free to chime in on what certain things that I'm using. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know that I am not above being corrected. I love for my community to help. That is always what I'm about, because I might get something wrong or it might mean something to me that it doesn't mean to you. So starting off first, what is the basic definition of BDSM, or what is BDSM? BDSM is a part of the lifestyle and a part of kinky sex. You can play with some elements of BDSM without ever having sex, yet you might find that BDSM is an integral part of your sexual and your sexuality and your relationship. There is no right way to do BDSM. People in the lifestyle can be of all all genders, as well as straight and homosexual or pansexual, and fall anywhere within the spectrum of human sexuality. So this is not just for my straight, this is not just for my gay folks, this is not for my not LGBTQRS, this is for every.
The legit bit of quad.
Kink is
Everyone.
the legit bit of quad.
Hey, I've been hearing that lately.
No. The one that I just used is the one I heard yesterday. LGBTQRS. TUV. Exactly, Ro. BDSM and kink is for everybody.
Elemental
And even
P.
though some of us, you know what? Y'all shut up. It is for everybody. And that's the basis of what I was saying. Just one subset of people, and people who are closed-minded and want to keep it into one subset. Now what do the initials BDSM stand for? B and D stand for bondage and yes, ma'am. Oh, you knew the answer. Let me teach.
I was trying to get. I just want to know: are there prizes if we get the question right?
Can we be teacher's pet or something?
No.
Like,
no.
I want to.
No.
I'll get a prize?
I know y'all know the answers. I know y'all know the answers. I'm giving.
Ralph is hilarious.
Ralph,
man.
stop it before I put you in the corner.
He's going to the corner. I'm putting him there. He's already going.
So
the corner is now open. Won't you please come?
Anywho, so
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Since B and D stand for bondage and discipline, Ralph, you're gonna get disciplined here in about 5 seconds. What do you all? What do you do discern as bondage and or let me know.
Do you want us to answer or you want them to?
Yes, I said, what do y'all discern as bondage discipline? Hold
I'll go first because
on,
I got a real small, a
Lorenzo.
short one. Bondage is really to me is bonding, like I'm being cuffed and I'm being tied down or something like that in that situation. What was the other part? Submission or dominance? You said dominance, correct?
No, discipline.
Okay, discipline.
I said discipline.
Okay, discipline. I don't. My definition of discipline is more of consistency. Is more of a consistent act that is done in the same way. If that,
What
I
about you,
could be
JewCee?
wrong though, because I'm not.
Well,
No, I mean, there's not
bondage
really
is
no
to be
round answer. What does it
restrained.
mean to you?
Okay.
Okay, what is discipline
It
to
can be
you?
restrained. I use the D as in
Discipline can be
BDSM as
restraint too.
and hold on one second. Discipline to me is possibly when you're disciplining. If it were my term, I use dominant. The D word would be for
Bondage
me. The D
is
would
what it
be
is.
dominant.
It's restraint, ropes, handcuffs, belts, whatever rope. Right. Well, I'm gonna get to that next because the way that it has it broke down in the readings that I did growing up as a baby, dominant was B and the D and the F. So we're gonna break down each one of those. So discipline refers to the psychological restraint.
Mm-hmm.
So now the D and the S together,
And the other would be
like Master Rock. Huh?
I said and then your bondage would be your physical restraint.
Yes, and your bondage would be your physical restraint. So then we have the other D, which is dominant and submissive. So then you have a slash mark usually between that with a capital D and a lowercase s. Dominance and submission. Those are things where you just have to figure out where you fit in the dynamic, whether you're a dominant personality or a submissive personality. If you like being on top and performing the different things, whether it be mental discipline, bondage to the submissive, you want to be served, wanting, you're more of a dominant trait in that. And then submission, which we all I think people think they know the definition of submission, but most people don't realize that submissives actually hold the power, because as a dominant, I can't dominate anybody without their consent. Consent is a big part of this life.
I think that
does fall under negotiations, Duchess. It does, and I'm gonna get to that too.
I think I've had a certain thought. I think I've had a certain thought process in regards to the word submission, and this is I'm they are the sexuality coaches. They are the experts from my perspective in this. When and this is just me showing the mental process of someone that was very freaking vanilla, felt like it was just totally wrong, but then came to this side and I'm now learning. So on the other side, the word submission sounds like people pleasing on steroids.
Okay, so anywho, Ralph. So let me break that down to you. So according to kinkly.com, and submission commonly referred to as a D/S, can occur in any number of ways, both online and in the real world. Dominant and submissives are sometimes referred to as tops and bottoms, which is what I mentioned, although the terms aren't automatically interchangeable. Within a power exchange, someone is a top or a dominant, and someone is a bottom or a submissive to their partner. Now, the thing to remember about these partnerships is, like we said when we described what BDSM is, those partnerships do not have to be sexual or relationship based. A dynamic not have, even though these are kinky based protocols, you do not sexual relationship or an intimate relationship with this other on in your dynamic. Submission is a gift, Master Ra. It is. I agree with that whole statement you said. And Lorenzo said,
say that one more time, JewCee.
And then Lorenzo said, discipline, using punishment, mental or physical, to correct disobedience. I agree with that, Lorenzo, but at the same time, I feel like discipline can be protocol set in place to put a certain dynamic in a certain space. There are things that I did as when I was a submissive.
You're breaking up, honey.
You're breaking up really bad.
We're getting like every other word.
It's my computer. Can you hear me? Is that better?
Yes, that's better now. And JewCee, you got a little
better.
You got a.
I'm getting hot
over there.
Hot.
I don't know what.
Is that better?
JewCee eating this food is super sexy.
I know. Right? Can y'all hear me now? Is that better?
Yes. Yes.
Y'all you should see me do watermelon. Me.
I said yes, honey. Yes.
Yes. You're delayed.
So that's
right.
Dominance. Okay. So that's dominance. Any other questions about that?
Not at this time for me. I'll let you know. I do reserve the right to ask questions, though.
Hold on one second.
The tease is real. I love it.
Sorry, y'all. I'm having technical difficulties.
That's okay.
That's okay. Yeah, JewCee can just sit there and lick her fingers, and they'll be entertained.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, everybody will be good. Yeah, we're good.
Well,
and I'll drink to that.
On the submission part, also, when you're talking about submission is a willingness to relinquish control. It is a willingness.
Yes.
And a lot of people forget about that part when they see some of the things that they see in this lifestyle. They do not understand that consent has been given and that it is something that we willingly give to our dom or dome. So it's not something that me personally, it's not something that I would do with every person. It's only going to be with one.
I agree.
In regards to the dominant or you're submitting.
My submission is only to one.
Did you send the link today?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't have the inbox.
Where's your
I'm in my phone right now.
I just put it in a private chat.
I can't. No, that's not why I need it. I needed it in my phone because I'm about to cue my phone in so I'm not on delay. My computer is acting up.
I'm on it.
The only link I have is the YouTube link.
accepting or yielding to a superior
I just
force?
sent it
Yes.
directly to you.
Thank you.
Hello, Facebook user. Hello. Put your name in, please, when you get a chance. It's just if it's sweet baby, where is
That's Ralph.
I don't know what he's talking about. That's Ralph.
hello, Ralph.
Hello, Ralph.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Are you on your phone yet?
One as my camera.
What we get feedback, so you're gonna have to mute something.
One of them has to be muted. Yeah.
That's what I was doing. I muted one of them.
Okay.
I don't know why. Hold on. Let me mute the computer.
Anybody want to see me drink?
She's good at that too. Oh, I am thoroughly entertained right now. I'm loving this. I am thoroughly entertained. Now do you have a straw there, Miss JewCee?
Yeah, I have a straw. It's in the kitchen. I'm not going in the kitchen. Just y'all not paying.
Mistress just popped in
I need
real quick.
the Cash App is at the bottom. Cash App is at the bottom. Feel free.
Feel free. Feel free.
And it'll ding right here when I get
I got tequila too.
to kill ya. To kill ya. Somebody talking about first time is free. No.
Ralph, okay.
You can't make no money.
I'm putting Ralph in the corner. Ralph in the corner.
You can't make no money being free. Are you kidding me?
You better know the value of stuff.
Exactly. And this over here, this ain't no 20-year-old. Them little girls do shit for free. Nah, not this grown woman.
Let's go, Rod.
Okay.
Cheers to you, Rod.
It's not working. We just gonna keep it moving.
Okay. You're just understand that you're delayed.
I got it.
Okay.
So the last two letters are sadist and masochist. These are the two that usually flip everybody upside down on their ass because they don't understand what they are. Basic definition of a sadist is someone that gets pleasure from giving pain.
Yep.
And the most basic definition of a masochist is someone who receives pleasure from receiving pain. Now, with that being said, there are people out here like myself,
Come see, come see.
who receive pleasure from both.
Aha, and there's your answer, Ralph.
I am what they call a sadomasochist because I can torture my bottoms, but when I bottom, whoo, baby, if you've ever seen my bruises or my trophies, you know that I took a beating. We know, Jay. I love trophies. And for me, it's a visual thing. And I'm also one that does not like to tap out. For me, the mental of it is I give out so much pain. I need to know what my bottoms feel when that's why I do it. It's kind of like the same concept that a tattoo artist has is like, I can't be giving tattoos if I don't know what it feels like myself. But it's also because I came from the bottom up. I got you, Master Ra. In April, you on my list.
So
you on my list for April.
So for those folks that are,
oh my God, Jay, we're not answering that question. That has nothing to do with BDSM.
So one of the things that people need to understand, and I think this is where we've talked about this before on the show, because so many people go to porn as their piece of education for BDSM, and it really is not. And a lot of
not the place.
It's not the place.
Porn is entertainment.
Thank you.
Not education. That's it.
Entertainment, and a lot of people see these. We'll go with women, blubbering and mascara running. Look like Tammy Faye from back in the day.
Tammy Faye, girl, yes.
Making the mascara run and snot coming out and all this, and he's and every hole is filled and she's tied up and there's machines on her or there's real. Understand, she signed up for that.
She is doing exactly what she has been hired to do. She is selling a fantasy. That
is only for good fellatio. I love that, Master Ra.
Like I've been on the set. I know what this shit is. It's not sexy at all. And I think that's kind of what really I always thought that porn was literally just entertainment. It's nothing for you to believe is actually real. But being on a set, you really understand the shit is not sexy at all. If I had any chance of thinking that porn was like, oh no. I'm sorry, go ahead.
And everything that happens is consensual.
Ta-da! That word.
Yeah. I'm getting ready to get into that next.
Let's go.
Because consent is super, super big. And as somebody who, this is my life, 24/7, 365, 366 on a leap year.
You was gonna say it. Go ahead.
Because it's a leap year, so it's 366 days this year.
Oh, it is.
There are some things that you will hear those of us in the community use as acronyms that if you're going to infiltrate yourself into this world or learn about this world, you need to know. The first one is SSC. It stands for safe, sane, consensual. These are some of the bedrock principles of BDSM. Someone not engaged in BDSM lifestyle may look at BDSM and wonder how safe, sane, and consensual it is to enter into the picture, as they may see BDSM as an unsafe, unhealthy way according to misconceptions about our lifestyle. What is considered safe? Twitter is more real porn. You are absolutely correct. The common dictionary states that safe is to be secure from liability to harm, injury, danger, or risk. So safety is our number one concern in any thing in everything we do. We have conversations or what we call negotiations before any scenes or before any contract signing or before any dynamic building. Conversations are had because we need everything to be safe, sane, and consensual. Yes, ma'am.
Really quick, can you please tell us what a scene is?
Yes, a scene is when you have a top and a bottom, and they are kink, but not necessarily performing, because it could be in the privacy of your own safety, like in a room. But basically, scening when you are doing kink-based things to your bottom. So it can be wax play, um, impact. It can be electricity. It can be anything, that even be sex, if that's what you negotiate with between the top and the bottom. Dealing with, and that's just another level of a dynamic, is service as well.
Okay, I'm asking this just to understand, because when I hear the word scene, I think, like, okay, so I'm a director and I have these two people in front of me, or even shoot, watching a movie. That is a scene to me. So these people are, this is the act that's happening, but once that scene is done, they are no longer those characters. Does that make sense?
That is correct.
That could
but
be,
all of that is before it's done.
Right. In essence, it's like having, this is the script that we got or whatever, or the synopsis of what we got, and we're going to improv this, or we might have some lines or whatever.
Thank you. We call it back in the day, we call it a
talking. Right. The basis
No.
of it
I
is
understand. I'm just saying. I'm like, there's certain things that you might you like. That's what I mean. Like, y'all might have like a thing that you like to say or whatever. I need to hear this at least one time or whatever. Or it's just really like, so this is the synopsis. This is what you're this, and then we're trying to get to this, and this is the context, this is the subtext. Action.
Yes.
Okay.
It can also be for me, the old school term, I guess, because I'm the old school on here, is a session.
Yeah, session.
And I just
somebody
said
they said scene or session.
So I call it. I was gonna say, I call it a session when I'm with and one other thing that I think that we did not mention, that is also, the S can stand for slave. There is a difference between a submissive and a slave, and I deal with slaves. I do not deal with submissives.
So would the S can possibly stand for three different things? Because when I hear B, okay, we got bondage. D, dominance. S could be submission, slave.
It's for submission, but submissive. It's for submission, but in submission, you can be a submissive or a slave.
Right.
So there are two different types of submission, because being a slave is giving all power and control.
So
it's like a surrender.
So the S in essence, the S in essence is for submissive sadist.
Yes.
Copy.
Okay. Submission and sadism. Yes.
Okay, I get it. Okay, I understand
now. Where was I at? Oh, safe, sane, consensual. So in that space, you still want to comes in with making sure that the person is not under duress, that they are giving this consent with full able-bodied mind, that there is nothing that later be said that I didn't want to do this, but I did it and I consented to it under duress. You want to make sure that the person is of sound mind and body when giving this consent. Does that make sense? Not overly inebriated, not high off drugs, not drunk, not mentally incapable to give consent.
And I want to also stress that what's different really also when you're looking at a movie compared to what we do in real time is a lot of dominants that are trained properly. And I'm going to say that because some of you dominants aren't fucking trained properly. And I just wanted to put that out there. But the ones that are trained properly during a session or a scene, you are constantly checking and saying certain words to make sure that who is ever under your care is okay. I'm gonna put it like that. They're still in a safe zone. They're still in a safe space with you. You're making sure that they are okay with what is going on. There's constant. There should be constant communication because at any time the scene can be over.
Yep. Brings us to our next acronym too.
Yeah, it's just I like that. It says facts. You're right. They never been validated as a dom, and we have a lot of as our wonderful friend Lorenzo always says, Amazon doms out here. I love I love that term, Amazon doms. There he is.
It's
Right
always
on time.
good with shipping and handling. Oh Lord.
On cue.
On cue.
Now-
Amazon doms.
Now, to what you were in, another acronym, and this one is really, really important to me. One of the ones that I live by. It's called RAC, and it stands for Risk of Consensual Consent, or Consensual Kink. Risk Aware Consensual Kink. So the biggest thing to realize in consent, these things are consenting to, as me as a dominant, doing to you body. There are risks involved. Like Master Eli Ross said in one of his safe, I play with fire, wax, and electricity, you guys.
Facts.
There's nothing safe about it. You don't get injured. But it's fire. It's wax. It's impact. There are times where I bottom. I will def them for dominance that I feel have a reputation. I won't bottom just for anybody just because they say they want. I'm very particular. Because I am a dominant, I need it to be somebody that I know that is going to care for me and follow procedure and protocol and pay attention to my hard nose, what my restrictions are, and pay attention. I use the stoplight system. So when doing a scene or a session, my bottoms: green light, yellow light, red light. Red light is my safe. The red light is my version of a safe word, so that I know what level that they're. And I even use it in other bottom four. Use the same process to figure out where I am to before proceeding, because some of what I enjoy is impact, and impact can be very harsh. It can leave bruising. I did a scene where I bottomed at New Year's, and I was good. I'm not one to tap out, but the person topping me, the two people topping me, knew me and understood where I was at, even knowing that there are times where I try to keep going because I don't like to tap out. But because I got co-topped, it was two dominants doing my scene. One of the dominants knows me so well that even though I wasn't gonna say red light, it's about knowing the people, and she knew to stop. One of the reasons why she stopped, though, is because she used an implement called a scorpion tail on me, and it broke skin, which has never happened to me before. So she was like, nope, we're good. Stop. We're done. She's done. She's not going to tap out. She's not one to be a punk, but I can look at her and tell that she's done. So it's also paying attention to the person that is bottoming in the scene as a dominant and having the integrity to stop even when they don't want you to.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything we do is risky.
Lorenzo stated, pay attention to body temperature, breathing patterns, etc.
Exactly. I check on my bottoms so much in a scene. Even though I don't specialize in impact, I know that my specialties, which are, like I said, fire, wax, and electricity, those are my specialties. I check on my bottoms constantly. Whether I'm massaging them, I'm checking on them. Whether I'm lighting fire on their back, I'm checking on them. I'm making sure that the electricity that I'm using isn't too high of a voltage for them. I don't start at the highest voltage. I ease my way up until they tell me no. Because again, I use rack, and I know that everything that I'm using is risky. Understand I'm submissive to of everything we use. I need them to know the risk of those before I use them. So that's that. That's my soapbox for today on that. And then the last
and the
one.
key thing, hold on one second. I want to go back to that because I want, we have people on here that understand, but we also have people that will be watching this later on that don't understand. And the key,
no, you're right,
is,
and that's why I'm trying to give space.
The key to this too is constant communication. Remember, we talk about the 3 C's all the time. It applies here as well. Clear, concise communication. And sometimes communication in this realm is nonverbal. It's nonverbal. And I think that's what Miss Purple Rain is talking about, is paying attention, knowing the person that you're working with, as Lorenzo just mentioned, watching their watching their bodies, making sure that their body temperature is not going too high or too low. The other thing, you might want to learn a little anatomy. Some of these people I'm watching them hit the kidneys. Y'all don't know nothing about anatomy, and you about to send somebody to the hospital for absolutely no reason, or give them some injuries that you don't need to give them. You don't know how to tie ropes. You're tying them on pulse points. I've seen this stuff here recently, and it's absolutely disgusting because you're going to hurt somebody. Seriously hurt somebody. You're going to kill somebody that has come out to have an enjoyable moment, and you don't know what you're doing. And it's for me, that's the part that's scary. That's the part that's super scary right now, is we have a lot of so-called dominants that don't know anatomy. There are certain things as a dominatrix that I'm asked to do that I will not do because I am a health education major. I'm not stepping on your balls, guys. Sorry, it's not going to happen. Just not doing it.
But I will cage the motherfuckers.
I can do some other things to them that you will not soon forget, but I'm not stepping on them. The other thing I'm not stepping on your throat. Some people want you to step on their throat. If I don't hit it just right and I break your trachea, we call a 911 or the morgue. You all have to be careful of what you ask for, because you just might get it, and you're going to get it with somebody that doesn't know anything about anatomy. You have to be really, 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 really careful. I'm not house, or I will step on them ball. Well, you go right ahead. I'm not doing it.
It ain't for everybody.
Well, he
Because
ain't wearing heels either.
I know, as studying sports medicine, I know what the end result can be. I'm not doing it. So if you all want to do it, that's on y'all. Not for me. No, no, no. Not. I don't care how old you are. I don't care. I'm not stepping on your nuts. Anyway, there are other, and I get it. I understand what you're trying to feel. You're trying to feel the pressure. I get that. I get there's other ways to do it. And I've learned how to do those things that are safe. So, okay. Just thought I'd share that little tidbit of info. No, first of all, just know anatomy. Just please know anatomy. Just
know the anatomy. That is definitely true. I will tip my hat off to you on that, sis, because that is true. Oh, my angel number just came up, 1029. Sorry. So he said that's fun too. Another acronym that a lot of people in our community live by is called PRIC. Personal responsibility, informed consensual kink. The website that I got all my information.
Say it again.
It's personal responsibility, informed consensual kink. And they used a little joke that says, you're not a prick if you follow PRIC, which I think is dope. I think that is the dopest thing I've ever heard. PRIC is the next evolution beyond RAC. It stands for Personal Responsibility, Informed Consensual Kink, and was developed as a response to make it clear that all kinksters should take personal responsibility for their kink. Informed means or implies that you understand what it is that is about to happen, risk and all. Consensual kink is what we're all looking for. The idea being that if you take personal responsibility for yourself and you're informed, now you can have some consensual kinky fun.
Facebook user, truly sorry that happened. Sorry that happened to you, because that should have never. That should have never happened. That should have never happened.
I know who you are. Your name's not on our screen.
Truly sorry that happened to you.
I apologize that happened to you, because any of that.
When I have a session, I don't need another dominant. I got it. Thanks. I don't care who you are. Don't step to me if I'm in a session with someone. Step on.
But wouldn't that mean that person really wasn't like well versed in understanding of doing a session without permission?
They must paying attention and started to co-talk.
Mm-hmm.
Hi Zeke, honey. Thank you so much for letting us know who you are.
I definitely negotiate.
I don't know.
I don't, but that's something. And I have
up front.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that has to be just what I was just agreeing with what you're saying. It has to be talked about beforehand. But as a dominant, I'm a solo dolo. No,
I don't. I feel like you can't call yourself a dominant if you don't have consent.
That is true.
I mean, you understand what I'm saying? Like, is that what I'm reading here? Because of a top and another top that came into the session, joined the session without my permission. I understand, Purple Rain, you said that just because you're a top does not mean you're necessarily a dominant. Is that correct?
Yes, that is true. There
Okay, so
there
then
are
maybe I
switches
might need
in
to.
our world. Well, see, this is
I'm a
the
switch.
thing. So there are people like me and JewCee who are a switch. We've been submissive, and there are certain types of people we submit to. But 99.9% of the time, I'm a dominant. Same with JewCee. She's very dominant. You know her like I know her. Sis is a boss, but it takes, and for us, because we're attracted to men, it takes a specific type of man to make me go, yes, sir.
Right.
Because there are certain men that come to me with that I'm a dominant type of energy, and I look at them like, shut the fuck
No,
up and
you're
sit the
not.
fuck
No,
down.
you're
And they
not.
do.
I will
Yeah.
cut your
And
dick
they
off
do.
and feed
The
it to
moment
you.
I open my mouth, they sitting on me like a little puppy dog and point every time. They talk a good game,
Jill
but
Scott
they
said
get
it.
energy from
Jill
me.
Scott said it best. If you can tell me what to do, then you can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do.
And I think that
Exactly.
the main thing about it is this: don't step to someone else who's a dominant trying to tell me you a dominant, because I really honestly don't give two 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 fucks right now.
You come
That,
hold
for
on. Like
me,
I
that's
said
a
back in the
turn
day,
off.
you come up wanting. You
Right.
come up wanting.
Exactly.
You do not rise to the occasion. You come
We're
up
not
needing
doing,
something
we're not,
else.
right.
No.
We're not doing a pissing contest. We're just not. We're not, I'm not doing that with you. If I'm in my dominant persona, she is not impressed that you're a dominant. She could care less if you're a male or a female. It doesn't matter.
I
She's
don't
the
care if I'm
dominant.
not in my dominant persona. I swear on four
She's the
Jesuses.
dominant. Right. I mean, she comes out
You
to play when she feel like it. You know what I'm saying? She come out to play when she feel like it. So when she's being approached in a way, or I'm being approached in a way that I feel that she has to come out and play, she's gonna be right there. And I'm not.
So Zeke, I'm
So we're
assuming
not.
this is Zeke that's saying that.
It's not that you have to just be yourself. You don't have to come off as an asshole all the time. Just be yourself. That would be nice.
Vampire. I'm
So
a
he says
sweetie.
some dominants feel a man should blindly submit. That's not consensual though.
I was getting ready to speak to that.
Yeah,
So
please.
what I was gonna say to that is this: a person that feels like you should blindly submit, whether they be a fem dom or a male dom, they're not a dominant.
No.
Walk away. Just like there are fake dominants, there are fake submissives, because I get people throwing their submission at me and don't know me from a can of paint. Run. Those are red flags, just like in any other type of situation.
And when people show you who they are, believe them.
Definitely. They said, do you feel submission should be earned? Yes. Submission and dominance should be earned. You should not give your submission to anyone that you do not trust.
Right.
And you shouldn't
Which
be
is
dominating
why
with nobody over that you don't trust.
that part. Because there are
you.
times where you can be in situations, and I have other dominants that'll attest to this, where submissives will manipulate and try to top from the bottom and cause harm to you and your title and who you are in this life. And I refuse to get, because what, like I said earlier, everything we do is a risk. I don't look good in orange. Not everything I do is legal. It's with consent, but it's not legal. I don't look good in orange. I'm not risking my life to go to jail for anybody.
And the other thing
consent
is,
is on both ends. Consent is on both ends. Both
Absolutely.
the dominant and the submissive need to commit.
If there is no consent, there is nothing.
And the moment I revoke my consent and say, no, I'm not doing that to you, you no longer have my consent to top you. So you might want to walk away. Just like you can say no, I can say no too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of the things that people don't understand about this lifestyle is when they see it. I can't stand him. But Lorenzo did say if you have to declare If you have to declare it, you're only convincing yourself. And that is so freaking true, because it's not it to me, it is a turn off, because
So those sound
even as a submissive, because I am a submissive first, even as a submissive, I don't want some overbearing. I'm not a stupid woman. Never have been. I'm educated. I can read and write, count. I can do a lot of things. So you've got to come to somebody the right way. If you're coming to me to tell me, well, I'm a dominant, I'm a Pisces. Big deal.
And I'm a Taurus.
I'm a, who cares?
so to
Stop.
what he's saying about here in New York, some of the dominant females feel a man should blindly submit. Those sound like, and I know, JewCee, you identify as a dominatrix, but I don't identify you as a dominatrix. Those to me sound like dominatrixes, which are sex workers. And they do expect people to blindly submit because they don't have the same integrity that those of us in this lifestyle truly have. Those of us that live by our codes and protocols and that are in this life and live this life don't operate that they operate. And that is the difference.
So let me ask this question. So in your definition of what he's saying, this is not considered consensual though, right? Or
no,
is this, or hold on, wait.
Consent.
Or is this we're not there yet and you're wanting to have me do this, like an automatic kind of thing? You know what I mean?
So you know how we speak about fake doms a lot?
Yeah.
On the female side, it's a sex worker thing because it's a kink. Oh, I want to be dominated by a woman and I'm going to pay her to torture me. So you have a lot of women that are in it for the money.
But that's that still don't consensual understand. Though, right?
The men consent, but they don't understand what they're consenting to because it's not based in integrity.
Oh, so therefore the three C's are not even in that one at all.
It's based in sex and money.
Okay. When they are with the dominatrix, that is role play and they're getting paid for. Right. And I understand, but okay, I guess what I'm trying to understand is the consent part. Because the thing is that when you say blindly submit, that's not necessarily to me considered consensual. Does that?
So, and I agree. They are getting consent, but they don't understand what they're giving consent to. That's the problem.
Thank you, Lorenzo. That right.
Does that make sense? Because it's a different mindset. Really those women have no care of their submissives.
So what Lorenzo just said, dominant is a lifestyle. Dominatrix, findom, are job titles. Okay, that makes sense to me.
Those are financial doms.
When I hear blind, I hear it's not, you don't know what the fuck to expect. And that's not considered consensual in my perspective.
For me,
what Master Ross said is terminology true.
Some of the terminology has changed since. You have to remember, I started a long time ago. This ain't like I just showed up, okay? So back in the day, I would be considered a dominatrix.
No, I
now the tricks part is more of what
tricks for kids.
It's more about what's going on than the dominant portion of it. And I think when we had Urban on here and she stated that she was a dominant, that's when I finally understood kind of the new terminology that's out here, because the terminology does fluctuate and change, and it's gotten a lot more clarification. Let's put it, a lot more clarification. So I am now to myself, I'm learning, I'm more of just a dominant, just say a dominant and leave it at that portion of it. Because I was more, my thought process was more, when you said dom, that meant male, dominant meant male, back in my day of starting. So which is over 30 years ago. So you have to understand some things have changed, and I get that. I'm with the change, but it I can see why dominants are trying to separate themselves from the dominatrix terminology.
I got a question now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, before I even ask this of anybody
before
else,
you say that,
I wanted to ask you, Purple Rain. Can you explain these 5 pillars that I'm seeing that I now have questions about?
I was getting ready to explain that those will be explained. Mr. Ra is my guest because he is going to talk about leather culture. I am now being groomed and learning the 5 pillars and what leather culture is and what separates us from financial domination, femdoms, things like that, dominatrix. That's more of where I want to go is, and I'm learning my 5 pillars. That's where I'm getting my integrity from. That's where I'm getting my terminology from.
Okay.
And even though it's not official, but I look to him as a mentor and he's teaching me a lot. So that's one of those
and the terminology.
I'm going to have him explain all of that. I just want to take something.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm looking forward to this, Master Ra.
And just understand, some of the terminology has changed over the years. And just like even this lifestyle has changed. When I was coming through it, it's private. Now
everybody's talking about it.
You got 50 Shades of Dum Dum out there, and
she said 50 Shades of Dum Dum.
But I mean, the best thing about it is it did get the conversation started, however incorrect the movie was. But it still got the conversation going. It is about and as I'm stepping back into this world, I'm more of an observer. I step back, I watch, I see, I listen, I read. But you do have to learn to educate yourself, and you have to learn to humble yourself. Even though I'm a dominant, I have to humble myself because this is different, somewhat different than it was when now I'm going to keep a lot of the same things that I've always done because that's just me. I'm not into I have to do a show, or I'm not going to do that. I'm more of an educator anyway.
Right.
And my clients, because of who my clients are, it's going to stay private. You don't need to, you don't need to know who my clients are. It ain't none of your damn business. So there are aspects of this that I will continue to keep. The other thing, as I've explained to Purple Rain, because I have been away from it for so long, I'm not going to start flogging someone and I haven't touched floggers. I have a way of warming my hands. I have a way of warming up. I have a way of making sure that I'm accurate, that I'm, I'm not accurate right now. I would not flog somebody right now. It's not, I'm not going to be doing.
And she got a pretty flogger too. Like,
honey, I got some more coming.
Oh,
I'm going to be ready by April.
Let's go, April. Ebony Erotic
She gonna be in the dungeon,
go.
y'all.
I'm gonna be ready by April.
She gonna be in the dungeon, y'all.
I got my balloons. I'm practicing. I'm ready. I'm practicing. But I'm very accurate.
I practice on a teddy bear.
Well, a lot of people, if you don't know me, you don't know. But I twirled 1, 2, and 3 batons since I was a kid. So my hands are. I'm very accurate. I'm very accurate. I'm very accurate. So I will light you up. Yeah,
that part.
The nunchuck thing, I can do that. Yeah, the nunchuck. Matter of fact, I made my brother mad one time. Well, that's a whole nother topic. But go ahead.
You got the glow. You're feeling your heart. I'm sorry.
Wait.
So, where did she go?
She good. Let's go.
Anywho, so we went over SSC, we went over rack, we went over prick.
Yep.
The last one, Miss JewCee got the 3 C's. Lord, put the baton
Lord
down.
of mercy. Here we go. She got not right now.
Miss
Not right
JewCee
now.
has the 3 C's. Miss JewCee has the 3 C's, but BDSM has the 4 C's. You have caring, communications, consent, and caution. Now, those are all pretty self-explanatory, right?
Say that one more time. Say that one more time for the cheap seats.
Caring,
communications, consent, and caution. Those 4 C's, along with, Miss JewCee's 3 C's, but those 4 C's, when it comes to BDSM, are definitely how I live my life. When I was saying things like how I talk to my bottoms and my submissives, for me, it's about compassion and caring. I don't know what happened to catering, but I put caring. And maybe it's catering, but those to me are both two and the same. I'm very compassionate. I am a sadomasochist, but
with a heart.
I'm very with a heart. But I'm very sensual and compassionate to my bottoms and to my submissives. I have a couple, and I care for them in a way that not like a mother would care for their child, but in a very nurturing way, because they're trusting me with certain aspects of their life, with their secrets, with their service, with their body as a footstool. I prop my feet up on one of my submissives. He loves my feet to be propped up, so he's my little footstool. It's just like a relationship, whether it's romantic or not. I care for them how I would any of my other partners.
Nobody read Lorenzo's thing. Don't do it.
Okay, because I just did, and that just made me.
Yes, because I've done that.
I've
disciplined a submissive and then turned around and made breakfast for him the next morning.
I see, and this is the part. So when I hear shit like that, that's the part that makes me question this shit, and it makes me go, "Hold on." Like, honestly, because I'm in my journey right now. We'll talk about that on several shows from now, but whatever.
But those are things that what you're talking about and the issues you're dealing with. Those are things that have to be talked about with your dominant or a dominant that you're vetting, because those are things that they have to understand. Those are triggers that you have.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
and that's the reason.
But
why
when I say that, I'm very.
But that's the reason why I asked you the question. Like I asked you, like coming from what I've come from and a very sheltered religious upbringing to now, I'm like, all right, we've been talking about this for a really long time. My submissive, my journey right now has been literally like over a year in the making. It's like a year and a half in the making, and I'm going really slow with this because I realize I am triggered by certain things that are said and done. And it's like, well, hold on. Hearing the word submission, the reason why it's been taking so long, just getting through that word submission.
Take all the time you need.
I am taking all my time.
No rush.
I'm taking.
I've been in this lifestyle for almost 20 years, thanks to my sis over here. And in 20 years, 15 years of that was as a submissive. And actually, I'm not even gonna say that 10 years was as a submissive. My first 5 years, I just sat and watched.
That was mine. Since I met JewCee and I found out about I kind of knew, but when I met JewCee, since I met JewCee, and It's been 8 years now, JewCee.
Mm-hmm.
So if this part of the journey has been over about a year and a half, that tells you that I've kind of did the same thing. I've been like really observing, seeing, getting unindoctrinating myself, or whatever you want to call it, and really not putting things where I've been taught that they're supposed to go when that's not real.
Correct.
I'm leaving space, like you said, to learn more.
But I wanted to touch on Lorenzo because what the reason why I laughed so hard when he said that is because it's true though. My caring and compassion is like a parent that spanks you and then fix you breakfast. I literally disciplined my submissive, put him in his cage, made him sleep in his cage, and made him breakfast and fed him in his cage the next morning.
Here's the thing. When you're in this, you know, when I work with my girls, my beautiful women, I love them so much. I do. I love all of them, you know, and all of you at one point at one time or another, I wanted to choke all of you. So at least,
And we wanted to choke you too.
Exactly. But you know that you have someone in me that's not going to steer you the wrong way, and someone that's going to you know, every now and then I need a kick in the ass and you guys need a kick in the ass. So it's not it's about being able to
He said, "Bring him out."
move forward and find out who you truly are.
Exactly. And I appreciate everything you taught me, and you've encouraged me to continue to grow in my journey. And that's why I love you so much, sis.
Absolutely. That's why I'm still here. Like, okay, I got a whole bunch I want to know, a whole bunch I want to learn, a whole bunch I want to experience, because I understand. Yeah, I get the words and things from these two, and as well as other people in my life. But the experiences that you have is what actually teach you what you're wanting to learn. Is being open to the ideas of doing it and not completely closing yourself off from it because of what you've been indoctrinated to believe is right and or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been that part.
No, there's no house of JewCee because they will all come and live with me. No, don't take that off.
I'll still be over on this side. I'll still keep.
No, we won't.
I'll still keep.
I'm just coming to live
on the West Coast, though. That's what I will do.
I'm just coming to live downstairs. That's all.
Right. I'll come and stay every now and again. You know that. But like actually understanding that I need to learn more and I want to know more, and understanding that just because I'm like, oh, I want to try this, just because I try doesn't mean I'm going to like it. Or just because I tried and thought I was going to like it doesn't mean that, oh, wait, no, I do like this. I'm learning that shit now. I don't like to have marks, but now I'm like, to get the marks, you got to have that. So am I okay with the marks now?
Well, here's the thing. I feel you. The thing of it is as long as you keep an open mind, I think the best teacher for me was actually my first dom, because he, like I do with you guys, I tell you to go out and study. This lifestyle is it's a great lifestyle to be in. It really is. It's got a little bit of everything to it. It's got a little bit of adventure. It's got a little bit of mystery. It's got a little bit of romance. It's got a little bit of pain. It's got a lot of love. It's got a lot to this type of lifestyle. But what I like to tell people, and I want people to remember, is it's not a cookie cutter.
It's not.
You don't have to. Right. You don't have to, just like I stated earlier, I'm not stepping on no man's balls because of my educational background. There's somebody on here that said that they would step on somebody's balls. You go right ahead. I'm not knocking you. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not, if that's what you, is that as Miss Siren says, if that's your zhush, that's your zhush. Okay.
Life that's not one size fits all. And just because I don't like it, don't mean that you can't like it. Life is not binary.
I was going to say that's one of my most favorite sayings. My kink is not your kink, but I'm not going to kink shame you.
Because life is not binary.
Everybody's kinks are different.
Not binary.
Everybody's kinks are different.
You know what you're comfortable with. And I will tell people,
for everybody.
Try something 3 times. That's the same thing in marketing. Try something 3 times. After the first time, let's say, it didn't go that great. Okay, we'll sit down, reevaluate, figure out why it didn't go that great. What things did you like? What things didn't you like? What things can you improve on? Then you go to you try it again the second time, and let's see if it's a little bit better.
And more from there. You can take something
There
from
you
here,
go.
take
Don't
something
yuck
from there,
somebody else's
and
yum.
just kind of, okay, I'm gonna take these things because these things work for me, and I'm gonna put this in here for me.
Exactly. And you make it your own and you own it.
I like that. Don't yuck on no one else's yum. I love that. Because it ain't for everybody, in the words of Jay-Z.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So, Miss Purple Rain, is that all for us tonight? Because I thought
that is all for us tonight. That is all for us tonight.
I have loved this conversation, Purple Rain. I love it.
Mwah.
You're
Fabulous.
inspiring, baby. Yes, we definitely all learned a lot. I will not yuck your yum. Yeah, there you go. Yes.
So the thing of it is guys, just remember consent.
Absolutely.
One size does not fit all. Do your research. Do not blindly. If your spider senses are tingling and it doesn't feel right, bow out gracefully, walk the other way, leave the room. If you feel something is not going right, hey, one way to get them to stop is to rise up and walk away. Stop. That's it. It's over. Bye. Thank you so much for playing. Good night.
And understand that your emotions, your feelings, those are your guidance. That's your guidance system. It's to guide you.
Yep.
It is not meant to make you do anything, but it is to guide you to see what you're supposed to see and what you're supposed to know. If you feel your guidance system say, "Oh, I don't like that." Okay, something is there. In that moment, you might not want to do that. But then after that, don't just stop at that. Go back after that and find out, okay, why did I feel this way? And go into that and heal that. And on the other, even though I know it's scary as shit and you don't want to do it, but on the other side of that, some real beautiful shit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Well, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you learned a little something tonight. And stay off of, don't get your DOMs from Amazon. Whatever.
For real.
Whatever your $9.99 DOM from Amazon, send it back.
Get what you pay for.
I hope there's not a $9.99 kit on Amazon. I hope not.
There probably is. Probably is. So make sure.
I won't even spend $9.99 on a strap. You know what?
So we will be back, you all, next Monday night, where Miss Siren will take the lead for the show next week. Gonna be excited to see what she's got cooking. And she's still working on it. So make sure you tune in, because we will be back a little bit on that Monday, having another marvelous
what?
Another marvelous Monday.
Marvelous Monday.
Oh, also, what am I thinking? Get your tickets.
We can't go nowhere yet.
The Ebony Erotic Experience is going down April 26th and 27th in Cleveland, Ohio. It is the Second Coming Burlesque edition.
I'm coming from the West Coast.
This week we are launching all of our we have some new special guests that are coming. We're going to get all that information out. We're going to get the hotel information out that you guys can stay at. We're working on the rates. They're a little slow getting back to me. So just bear with us as we get good rates for you guys. That's what we're trying to do. And remember, space is limited. We have decided to do quality instead of quantity. The Erotic 7 is going to put on something that you are not going to soon forget. We have a private, quiet venue off the beaten path. There's no doors, there's no windows. We don't have to worry about anybody peeking or seeing. We have Miss Purple Rain in the house. We have a dungeon. It's good. Oh my God, we got a dungeon. So the stuff that we just talked about tonight, yeah, we can go
You
explore
can
that. Oh my
experience it. You can experience it consensually.
Yes, we're going to have a good time. So it's April 26th and 27th. Go out to Eventbrite. It is the Ebony Erotic Experience, the second coming burlesque edition. Actually, all you have to do is just type in Ebony Erotic Experience and get your tickets. Tickets are $225 for a single person for 2 days. It is $350 for a couple for 2 days. You can't beat that. That's a great deal. It is $125 for Friday night single person only, and it is $150 Saturday night only for one single person. Your tickets include all of the entertainment that we have planned for you, all of the classes and seminars that you want to take, all of the games and contests that we have planned, as well as all of your food. So this is a great deal. You want to join us? We are going to have so much fun. And just let me tell you, the ladies of the Erotic 7, they've pretty much decided we about to cut up.
And just so y'all understand,
we about to cut up.
tickets are, and just so you understand, tickets are limited.
Mm-hmm. Very.
Like
once they're gone, they're gone.
Once they're gone, they're gone. There's a limited amount of tickets. If you want to miss this, that's on you. But I don't think you really do. Especially when you got the Erotic 7, all of us coming from all over this country to be with you guys. Join us.
You want to be in the house. You want to be in the house. Come play with us. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. Okay, guys? I am so excited about this event. We have had some mountains to get through to get to this point, but we are ready to go. We are ready to go. We have had some trials and tribulations, but we are ready to go. So get your tickets, go out to Eventbrite. That's where they are. The Ebony Erotic Experience. Do not, I repeat, do not let someone tell you that they can sell you a ticket, because they cannot. We have had some people out here, you've arrived when you get your scammers. We have had some scammers. You cannot get your ticket anywhere else but on Eventbrite.
And they are not available the day or the weekend of.
They are not. It is only on Eventbrite. Everything is in advance, and we are excited to have all of you be a part of this event. So make sure you get those tickets. All right, guys. Other than that, we will be back next Monday night for another Marvelous Monday right here on Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. Make sure you tune in. We start at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard, 6:30 for our folks out on the West Coast, and 10:30 p.m. for our brothers and sisters down in Barbados. Yes, they're still watching us. Yay! So
okay, while you bullshitting, but okay.
We're gonna get these passports together so we can go to Barbados. We need to go support.
All right, yeah, man.
I'm ready.
Our brother,
I'm ready.
Who's
gonna
be in the house. Gonna be in
ready.
All the way from Barbados. We have the poet himself that will be at the Ebony Erotic Experience. Oh my God. Yes, it's so excited. So get your tickets. Just get your tickets. All right, y'all. We got to get out of here. We love you guys.
Goodbye, beautiful people. We'll see you guys next week.
Enjoy, enlighten, and embrace eroticism. For Miss JewCee and my beautiful co-host, Miss Purple Rain, and Miss Siren. Good night.